All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at. Well, went out to the range this morning and tested out some of those homemade slugs. There was a couple of targets that I weren't able to retrieve, the very last ones, and those are probably the ones that I should have grabbed because they were the ones that grouped the best. Uh, I was really impressed with the way things turned out today. Well, these were my first shots, and then unfortunately, this part of the paper got ripped off, and the wind was blowing 15, 20 miles an hour, and it blew away. So, but these were my first shots. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, and at 50 yards, that's 1 inch, 2 inches, maybe 3 inches group. And I'll get to those in a minute. And the second round I fired, now some of these were by themselves, the slugs by themselves without any tail wad attached to them. Same components, but there was no screw attaching them. I think they did pretty dang good all by themselves. And I believe these were the ones with the nitro cards in the wax wad. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I shot rounds of 4 rounds with each different load. And then I decided, well, both of these were shooting low and to the left. Well, let me go ahead and adjust the sights a little bit. And so I shot that group next. And this group here was kind of messed up. And this is the couple of different rounds here. I mean, these are 2 together, these are 2 together. And that one, I mean, it's not a very good group, but there was something wrong with my red dot. I don't know if there's something has to do with the reflectors or whatever is projecting the dot. And I even had my wife look through it, but it's not a dot anymore. It's kind of like a triangle or a square, it's not a dot. And so at 50 yards, that thing is like covering this whole area right here. I mean, it's a 2 MOA dot, so I mean, it is. I can make it really tiny, and I can see this when if it's working properly. But I was kind of having to guess a little bit. Well, then I adjusted the red dot a little bit, and I shot this group, and this had a little bit different load. I had 1 grain of powder more, so I had 30 grains, long shot, and I shot this. It was 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, that one might have yawed a little bit. I don't know. All the rest of them, man, they're just straight. You can even see the ridges of the slug. So I know they're flying straight. They're not tumbling. Of course, that one might have a little bit. It might have. I think this might have been one of a bingo chip that might have broke in flight and screwed it up. I don't know. But the best ones are still out there at the range. But there were so many people out there, and there's no range officer. You've got to, call a ceasefire, and there's a lot of people who just got down there and set up their targets. So I said, you know what, I don't want to mess up everybody's shoot. So I left. Didn't grab that target. But the last target that I had, it had like 4 of them all right here, all in a group, all within probably about 2.5 inches. They were all right here. So I'm pretty satisfied. I picked up some of the holes because I wanted to see. These were the hottest ones that I had loaded, 30 grains a long shot. And I don't see any signs of bulging anywhere. I don't see any melting. So these were some that I shot a .73 round ball through, and I only brought 2 of these, so I couldn't really get a good test on those, but those are 34 grains a long shot. These got a little bit of a kick to them, and these shot really well. The recoil was manageable, wasn't outrageous. But yeah, looking at all of these, I don't see anything bad with the hull. So, I guess it's time to cast some more bullets, man. Cast some more and find out what's going on with that red dot. Probably send it back to the manufacturer and find out what's happening with it, because man, that sucks. I got to get online and print out the receipt and date of purchase and all that stuff and find out what they want me to do with it. Because my other Romeo 5 doesn't do it. The first generation Romeo 5 that I have on my AR, it works fine. And this one, when I had first turned it on, worked fine. And now, and it hadn't been dropped. It's always been carried in a case. So, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't like the recoil of the 12 gauge. I don't know. Maybe that could be a deal. All right. Well, I'm one happy camper, I guess. Adios, guys. Heading to the double east in just a little bit.